Smell strong lifts the air. Touch the painting. You place your hand on the painting, not knowing quite what to expect. It is merely the texture of painted canvas. See if anybody has a special name. Mostly sensates.
I'm gone.
Painting. An enormous granite keep, a hideous thing, long and low, covered in leering gargoyles. Suspended in what looks to be the night sky. It's called the library. Stained glass. Hundreds of chips of translucent green glass, which make up the stained glass window, don't appear to be held together by anything, but rather remain free-floating and mysteriously suspended within the iron frame's boundaries. The shards ripple and move in slow waves, causing bizarre patterns to fluctuate across the window's surface, as various portions of it refract the gallery's light in different directions. A small placard beside the window reads, Arcadian stained glass window. Touch. You reach out to touch the undulating glass shards, but find you cannot do so. Your hand stops just short of the surface. Punch. You succeed only in bruising your knuckles. The glass may as well be sheet iron. Well, we're not having much luck damaging anything in here, despite our efforts. Painting. Look like just regular paintings. Veil beneath Clinget in.
I'm gone.
Portrait of a grotesque, hooked-nosed gold crone. Grey hag of Oinos. Ooh, here we could get a memory. As you begin to turn away from the painting, something in it draws your attention. A strange, tingling sensation arises in the back of your mind, a memory beginning to surface. Try and recall. You recall standing confused in a maze of briars. The hideous crone from the painting is before you, cackling wildly. You grit your teeth in frustration, wondering why she's laughing at you. My poor, poor dear, lovely man-thing, she groans. Why, that was your first wish. She points a single bony clawed finger at your forehead. Your temples begins to throb painfully, and you can remember nothing more. Interesting.
All right.
Statue. Statue looks like it is about to make some angry proclamation. The sculptor has captured the essence of fury magnificently. The chiseled tension lines around the neck and forehead alone must have taken many long months to get correct. Fine cracks run over the entire statue, and there's a plaque attached to its base. Read the plaque. The plaque reads, the statue is believed to be the final fate of the Etherthurian sorcerer Gangroi Grifton, I guess. Attacked by a conclave of rival sorcerers at the height of his dream madness, he was imprisoned with a spell that turned his flesh into stone. Gangroi Grifton is said to have been frozen with a final awful curse still upon his lips, a curse so terrible that it was never meant to be spoken by the lips of a living man. Oh my goodness. I could put this on the statue. But I don't know if we want to actually hear the curse. So I think we'll just examine the statue. Examine the cracks. You carefully examine the cracks that run like a network of fine black veins along the statue's surface. At one point near its inner arm is a section where an entire splinter of stone looks ready to come off. Let's take that piece. You reach for the section of the forearm where the cracks have formed, grip it firmly and yank, to no avail. You'll need a hammer to break the stone and a small one. The limited space between the statue's arm and body means a large one, when suitable for combat, won't work. Oh. So I need a small hammer. You know what? I'm gonna save and I'm gonna put that solve on just for fun. I know it's probably gonna have bad consequences, but I've learned that like when something's available to you in this game, you just gotta try it. Really, like, if it turns out really, really awful, I'll just reload. You smear the foul-smelling ointment over the statue. There is a syringe shimmering around the statue, and you watch as the statue takes an intake of breath, and the eyes of Gangor Grifton fill with a blazing, vengeful madness. Cover your ears. Before you can do a thing, a blazing torrent of words flies from the sorcerer's lips. As he speaks, you feel an agonizing sensation, like a sudden wave of raging heat pour over you and settle into your skin like a blistering wound. Blindness strikes you as your eyes burst, running from their sockets like shattered eggs. You hear someone screaming and realize it is you. Last thing you hear is Mort shouting.
New taunts, all right.
So again it has come to pass.
Well, I did get 4,000 experience, but I think I'm still gonna reload because I think that solve might be good for something else. I don't know.
I'm gone.
Seems kind of silly to just have it be useful there, but I guess you never know. This is wave motion study number 7. Cool tingling sensation passes through your hand.
I'm gone.
A massive horn of beaten lead wounded with brazen chains. The horn is horribly mangled as if some tremendous force had crushed it. Jagged blades protrude along its length, almost as if it were meant to be used as a club, by some gigantic creature, as well as a battle horn. Horn. Try as you might, you can get no sound to issue from the massive horn.
All right.
Another painting.
All right.
What is this in here? Looks interesting.
Done.
Looks like a tiny person, or a tiny demon, fiend or something. Ruby statue. A brilliant ruby statuette stands in this pedestal, carved into the image of a winged humanoid. The figure is either demonic or angelic in nature, but it is difficult to tell which because it refracts the light in the galleria strangely. There is no placard indicating what exactly the statuette is. Oh.
Done. I'm gone.
And here's another thing that's kind of graphically wonked. See Ivana. I'll talk to her. Everybody get out of the way so I can talk to the old lady. Before you is a well-dressed elderly woman in a gown of peach-colored and golden thread. She stands quietly, her hands folded together primly, and nods in your direction. It is then that you notice that she has no pupils. Her eyes are entirely white. Greetings, sir. I am Yavanna. Welcome to my galleria. Feel free to look about, spending as much time here as you like. Should you have questions regarding any of the pieces, do not hesitate to ask me of them. One moment, sir. Your voice, it is heavy with age and wounds. Would you be so kind as to permit me to touch your face? Yeah, sure, why not? Ivana smiles gently, running her old hands over the skin of your face. She frowns, looking slightly puzzled. So many scars, both old and new. They seem to... Pardon me, sir. I was curious to see how far they went. Oh, they're all over the place. Ivana nods. Ask her about Ravel. She's a night hag, one of the eldest Grey Sisters of the Wastes, who came to Sigil many centuries ago to pursue arcane experiments. It was believed that these experiments were against the lady's will, and the Ravel was thus banished from Sigil, imprisoned within one of the lady's mazes on the Ethereal where her body rests this very day. It's kind of all stuff we already know. Ravel was said to have been a master of riddles and puzzles, but it was believed that one question in particular, it was said to have plagued the ancient night hag. What can change the nature of a man? She issued a challenge to any who were interested. She promised to instruct any who came to her in her craft, if they could only answer the question to her satisfaction. If they could not, they consented to be her next meal. Many died coveting Ravel's teachings, and it is believed that until her final hours in Sigil, Ravel never discovered the answer to her question. Ravel's crime was believed to be some means of trying to shatter the cage, trying to crack open Sigil itself for some unknown reason. This is all I know of her. Okay. Question about one of the pieces. Ruby statuette. That piece was found at a cathedral in the fertile fields of Elysium on the first layer, Memoria the Untroubled, where it bordered the river Oceanus. The name of the piece is not known, but the skill and craftsmanship are believed to be one of the most striking examples of gem crafting in the plains. The mere way in which the piece captures, distills, and enhances the light through its facets is part of its breathtaking wonder. Seems to bring to light the possible ideological connection between even the most evil and the purest beings in the multiverse. Ask a question about one of the paintings. Grey Hag of Ornos. Said to be a portrait of Ravel Puzzle, that's what I thought. Okay, I don't think we really need to know. What is this thing? Animated chain, an animated bloody iron chain. Cadence animate chain of jangling hitter. Touch. Chain is slightly warm to the touch as if it were alive. You notice that various barbs, tiny hooks, needles, and other small sharp bits are welded along the chain's length. Ew. Sounds really awful. These are very interesting, really. Okay, that looks like everything. If I don't find a use for that Gorgon solve elsewhere, I might come back and... Looks like I just got 4,000 experience out of that, so not totally useless, but... Okay, it looks like I'm gonna go over here because I can't tell if another area, if there's gonna be a way to another area or what.